When I was 16, I went with a group of other students to Ghana. And our purpose was to do, community service in the village and to travel around and learn about the culture. And it was really amazing and, but I did take back something that I wasn't planning on it, and probably was the most positive example of Ghanaian life in a village. And that was, when we were there, we were staying with a family. And I don't know what it was when we weren't there, but they'd converted it into our room, before we got there, there was nothing in the room. It was just a concrete space, and we had our tents to protect ourselves from mosquitoes, and, a little bed on the floor inside our tent, and that was it. And one night, at about, we didn't have clocks, so it's probably midnight, and all of a sudden we hear this woman screaming at the top of her lungs, screaming as if someone's stabbing her and murdering her, and we were pretty sure there was a murder happening right behind her house. And these yells went on for probably 5 minutes, and I knew that my roommate was listening to them too. So at one point I said, "Jillian, what do you think that is?" She said, "I don't know, but somebody's in a lot of danger right now." So we're terrified to leave our little secure tent. But at the same time, we want to protect this woman who we're sure doesn't have a kid anymore. So, we keep saying, if this goes on one more minute longer, we're going to go out there. And then it would subside. And then we'd hear another scream again come out of nowhere. It was terrifying, But we didn't do anything. We stayed in our tent. And the next morning, we're asking around, did anyone else hear it? And then all of a sudden, it's probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I hear that woman screaming again. So Jillian, I hear it, the woman's in pain again. So we run to where we hear the noises, and the two of us are running, and all of a sudden we stop dead in our tracks. Right in the middle of this village, right outside of our house actually, our uncle, the guy who was our, whatever family uncle for the homestay, was sitting there with a goat, holding it high up in the air, with a stick in the other hand, just beating and beating and beating this goat. And the goat was the one making sounds like a woman screaming. And, at the top of its lungs. This goat was in so much pain. But the worst part of all was that there were about 17 or so little village children, all under the age of 4, standing half naked, dancing in a circle around this goat. And I'm positive it had nothing to do with some cultural thing. It was just some crazy guy beating his goat, and the children, for some reason, thought it was fun. But it was like little gremlins dancing around, a tortured victim or something. It was terrible, and I felt so weirdly guilty judging this happening, but that was strange.